Hey everybody, Chris the Copier. Welcome back. Thanks for watching, and definitely thank you for all your support. Well, today's video is not going to be action-packed. It's not going to be SWAT 4 or GTA 5. This video is more about COVID-19 and our mental health. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, I kind of want to give you a little perspective on how my morning goes and what happened this morning that caused me to record this video. So one of the things that I feel many of us have done over the years is we have become very addicted to this device, a smartphone. And it appears, in my opinion, that many of us are on our smartphones more than what we should be, or on the internet. And it seems that we have forgotten the art of just hanging out with regular people, physically. But then again, COVID-19 doesn't help us right now, and the various different lockdowns and quarantines many of us are under in our part of the world. But for me, I decided that I wanted to get away from technology, at least for part of my day. So many of you know that I work nights. I work from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And because of that, I generally try to sleep anywhere until 9 to 10 a.m. I don't set my alarm. It's whatever time my eyes open is the time that I get up. Well, if it's a little too early, I don't really want to see what time it is on my phone. So I'll hit my iWatch, which is on my nightstand, and I'll take a look and it'll tell me what time it is. Judging or based upon that time, either I'll go back to bed or it's time to get up. But the first hour of my day, I do not jump on social media. I don't check my phone, because if I checked my phone when I got up to use the restroom or whatever, I would see my missed phone calls and text messages, and that would cause me not to be able to go back to sleep. So for my mental health, not checking it. But eventually I do get around to it. So with that, this morning, once I did get around to checking my comments, which once again, ladies and gentlemen, I love the comments that you leave on YouTube, Discord, or the DMs. Love it. Okay, I look forward to it. But today is another message that I received that is not a new one. It's just new for this person. So I'm going to read it to you, and this is the catalyst for this video. Hey Chris, not been doing so well with my mental health past few days, and these videos have been, let me read that again. Hey Chris, haven't been doing well with my mental health past few days, and these videos have been helping me get through my terrible days. Thank you, man. Keep up the work. I'm not going to say the person's name, but this is not the first time that I've received this message. I have received numerous messages since starting this channel, because this channel was started under lockdown and COVID-19. This is the very reason that I have been so hard on myself on pumping content out. Many of you have said take a break, but when you receive messages like this, I have felt compelled to put out as much content that I possibly could to get you guys away from the real world, from real life. I figure, you know what, there's enough going on out there that if you have to be in your home, or you have to, you're stuck in your office, or you're doing schooling from home and you need that break, I wanted to give you that break, and that's why I've been so hard on myself. I just did the reboot video letting you know what I was going to try to do. But in all honesty, I just feel like I need to get as much content out to help many of you get through this time. Just so you know, I'm doing dramatic pauses because I know I need to edit this, and I'm trying to get all my thoughts straight, because this is a very impromptu video. Now, despite what you may feel about COVID-19, lockdowns and quarantine, COVID-19 has become a political issue for many of us, especially in the United States. I can only imagine what others of you are going through in your perspective countries. Regardless, we're all under quarantine orders. We're all under lockdown orders. So many of you are confined to your devices and looking for content. Okay, so I've been thinking about what is it that I do to keep myself sane during this time. Because here's a prime example. Last night, my wife was a little frustrated, and my daughter and I were talking to her. See, my wife's a nurse practitioner, and she's in the middle of this COVID-19 stuff. She goes to the office, and they test about 30 to 35 people a day. And she's telling us how so many people are coming back positive for COVID-19. And then some of the people who are at risk are very, very sick, and she's admitting them to the emergency room. So COVID-19 is a kind of a reality in our house. Now, I know there are various different thoughts regarding COVID-19, how bad it is, how bad it's not. But regardless of your belief system, we are under lockdowns and quarantine orders. So it doesn't matter what we believe in. It's what our leaders are doing. So let's throw that off put that on the back burner. And my daughter looked at my wife and said, "Mom, none of this is normal." And it was so profound, that comment. None of this is normal. And she hit the nail on the head. Absolutely. This is unprecedented. Who would think that we would live through a pandemic that caused countries to shut down? Disneyland is shut down. What we did before to escape reality and just to have fun with one another is now gone. There are places that we can no longer go to meet with other people. We can't go into a restaurant to enjoy a meal. We have to eat outside. And currently in California, that's even been taken away from us. We can't get a haircut. Massages, pedicures, all these little things that we did for ourselves are now gone. People going to school, kids and college students going to school and interacting with fellow students and professors, and all of those things have been taken away from us. This is not normal, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and we need to understand it. It's okay to feel the way we feel. It's okay to feel sad and depressed and like, WTF? Because this is not normal. So how are we going, and I hate the term, well, this is the new normal. No, this is not the new normal. We should not accept this as the new normal. No. So, what can we do to get through this together until we get back to our normal? Our normal of being creatures that interact with one another. Okay? We weren't meant to be alone. That's it. All right? So, here's some of the things that I do. Number one, I explained to you, I get off this dang thing, at least for the first part of the morning, okay? It's all about me. It's all about what I'm going to do. I tell myself I'm going to do one thing for myself every day. One thing for myself. I'm going to be selfish. It could be read a comic book, watch an episode of a TV series that I'm watching. Currently, guys, right now I'm watching The Mandalorian and Utopia. You guys got to watch Utopia. If you are a nerd geek, Utopia it's cool. Amazon Prime, by the way. And they didn't pay me for that. Be selfish. Okay? Do something for yourself. All right? At this point now, it doesn't matter where you live as far as I'm looking at the different lockdown orders and quarantine orders. Get outside. Go for a walk. If you are an athletic person, go for a run or do some type of workout at home in your apartment. Do something physical. At least 20 to 30 minutes. When I get done with this video, I'm not going to edit it right now. I'm actually going to go put on my running shoes. It's a beautiful day out here in Southern California, and I'm going to go for a 3-mile run. I usually do 5 miles, but it was kind of important to me to get this video together, so I've kind of cut some of my time out to go for that run, but I'm going to at least get 3 miles in. I'm going to put my earbuds in. I'm going to play my playlist of happy music. I'm going to think about all the bad things going on in my life and in the world while I run. And when I get back, I'm like, because that's what I do. When I'm working out, I think about everything negative in my life, and that is my time to just like get it out. Okay? Then, what do we do now? We can't go to school, we can't go to work, whatever it may be for you. All right, well, you know what? Let's look at some content that is apolitical. My content. Many of you have asked, how come I don't comment on like police shootings, protests, rioting? Because you know what? There's plenty of other YouTubers out there doing it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need to jump on their bandwagon. Would I want their subscriber count? Hell yeah. Millions? Getting hundreds of thousands of views? I'll take it all day long. But not at the sacrifice of becoming a political channel. So I'll take my amount of followers that I have, and I'll take the amount of views that I get. So it is what it is, but I don't want to be political, because to me, you got plenty of choices for that content. But I want you to come in from outside and come here and join me and have fun. Have fun me getting wiped out on SWAT 4. Have fun watching me become a criminal in GTA 5. Have fun with me being jump scared in Phasmophobia, Alien Isolation, and Five Nights at Freddy, and Blast Off Gaming. Yes, I promise we will get back to that. But yeah, that's what this is about. This is about us having fun together, watching me almost lose my S on LA Noire and getting ready for Sleeping Dogs. So yes, come here and have some fun, but only come here for a little bit and then go out and enjoy yourself again. Find a book, find a TV series that you like. But also to reach out to fellow friends, like Frozen Star. Frozen Star said that through Discord, he has met some people now that he's playing games with, and that's why I set Discord up. I didn't want to set Discord up, but Blood, B-L-U-D, not George, Bendimo, all the various different names. He keeps changing names on me. But the guy who does my graphics, he told me to do a Discord channel, and I didn't want to, and I did. And I'm glad I did. Now, there's some things that I want to do differently, because I feel like there's a little bit of issues between the under 18 and over 18 meshing together, and we're going to hammer those things out. But Frozen Star, once again, met people, and he's not the only one, that he now games with. And that's what that was all about. That's what it was designed for. It was designed so we can all interact with one another from all parts of the world. I can't believe I'm playing video games with people from Holland, Germany, South Africa, Argentina, the United Emirates. I mean, they're England. I mean, just all over, not just the United States. It's neat. And I do apologize if I didn't say anybody else's country out there, but I'm going to back up a list of countries that are watching my channel, and we can see what parts of the map of this world we are touching. So that's what that was about. Now, I wish I could spend more time in Discord. I just can't because of my schedule, but I do bounce in back and forth, and it's one of the things that I like to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's recap. Once again, this is not normal, and don't accept this as being normal. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. Reach out to me. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what content you want to see. Tell me what would make you happy as far as content. What would make you smile? Okay? Is it my smile that makes you smile? Is it my enthusiasm of opening up a new box of a collectible that I just received? Is it watching my reaction on SWAT 4 or Almost Crying in LA Noire? You tell me. I told you I will make the content that you want, request, and deserve. You tell me. Okay? I'm in this chair for that reason. Ouch. But this is not. But there are some things that you can do to help you get through this. Help all of us get through this. Okay? Don't look for COVID stories on this. Spend less time on this. Do yourself, at least do one thing for yourself every day. Do something physical, 20 to 30 minutes. Okay? That's all I'm asking. It's a 24-hour day, 20 to 30 minutes. Go for a walk. Walk outside and look at the clouds. Go outside at night and count the stars. I don't care. Get outside. Okay? Get outside. Do something. Read a book outside. Get some vitamin D in you. Get some natural sun vitamin D in you. If it's a horrible weather day, because I understand not everyone lives in sunny Southern California where it's 72 degrees outside right now, put a dang jacket on and put a beanie on and still go outside, okay? There's no excuse. Go outside. We have evolved and we have made clothing that allows us to go outside in inclement weather. Okay. And last, let's interact with one another. Interact with fellow human beings. Okay? I appreciate you watching me, but I would rather you physically interact with other human beings than watch my content. Truly. I don't want to hear a story of someone committing suicide because of COVID-19, and unfortunately we have. So of my close to 18,000 followers, I want all of you to stay mentally healthy and come join me on this awesome adventure. We'll have fun together, and then from time to time, we will definitely get to talk on Discord. If you have any type of concerns, send me a comment, send me a direct message. You can definitely get a hold of me that way. Okay? And if you don't have Discord and you want to send me a direct message, send me a comment in one of the YouTube videos, in this YouTube video, and tell me, hey, Chris, how could I get a hold of you? Because I would like to talk to you about something, but I don't have Discord. Fair enough. There are other ways you can get a hold of me. Instagram, Facebook, various different platforms that are available out there. And if worse comes to worse, a freaking email will work, right? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this video has gone on longer than I wanted. I wanted about a 10-minute video. I'm looking at my time. It's 11:40. But I'm just, like I said, that this text message is not the first one, nor what would be the last one. But it was one of those things where it got me. It got me right here. Because number one, it made me feel good that I'm helping someone get through this, because that's what my life is all about. My life is about helping other people. But it also reminded me of how not normal this is and how many people are struggling. Honestly, people started struggling a couple of months ago. I was going through this without a problem. I was okay with the lockdown. Well, I don't say I'm okay, but I was able to deal with the lockdowns and the quarantines. But it was only the last couple of months where it was like, oof. And I'm an essential worker, so I get out as much as I want. So I can only imagine what many of you are going through. I can't even imagine, actually. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. That's an unfair statement. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, take care of yourself. Take care of one another. We're going to get through COVID-19 together. I gave you some of what works for me. And let's keep this open dialogue. Okay? Let's keep this open dialogue. I will still be in this chair making the content you request, you want, and you deserve. And what I mean by deserve, I truly mean that, what you deserve. Because this is just my way of helping you guys get through your days under lockdown and quarantine. God, I had a thought. Oh, by the way, these text messages are the reason why I was so driven on getting out content. And I do appreciate many of you that told me to take a break. It's okay to take a break. Do my own mental health. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, making content has helped my mental health. It really, really has. And I enjoy it because you know where I get my happiness from? I get my happiness from reading your comments. That is, I just literally sit there and I'm so happy to see that you guys are commenting. That is actually my happiness. That's actually helping my mental health. So I am taking care of myself through content creation. All right? So thank you, though. Thank you for all of you that were really concerned about me putting these expectations on myself. But these expectations are more to keep myself sane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken enough of your time today. We got some other great content coming this weekend. But then again, I should stop saying stuff like that, right? Because who knows when you're going to watch this video. But anyways, more great content is coming. I got a lot of things planned for all of us, ladies and gentlemen. But until next time, this is Chris the Cop reminding everyone. Peace.